You wanna buy Bitcoin but you're a little bit scared because you don't know if the price will go up or it will go down. No one knows this. What we can do is only think about global trends and facts that could impact the Bitcoin price in the next couple of years. In this video, I will explore pros and cons to understand the risk associated with both sides of the coin. I will also share my opinion and my actions in case of the price increase or decrease. And also I will share my opinion what I would do if I were in your shoes. We all want to invest our money in assets that will rise over time, but nobody knows that these assets will rise. What you have to do and what I personally do is to focus on things and to inform me about the situation in the world, finding some positive facts and negative facts. And then after comparing both of these, conclude my final thought, will I invest in this market or will I not? At first, let's cover the positive facts. Going back in 2021, if you remember, Elon Musk pumped Bitcoin price by putting the icon of Bitcoin on his Twitter account. But what we have now, Elon Musk is the owner of Twitter. It means on this platform, he can do wherever he wants. He can post everything he wants about Dogecoin, about Bitcoin, about Floki, about any coin. He has an impact on the price. And if you remember, Elon Musk, at least his Tesla company, owns also Bitcoins. It means he is interested in it that price will go higher. Thinking logically, he will certainly pump the price like he did before in 2021. But nobody knows. We will see. Like in year 2020, Elon Musk grabbed a lot of attention because he launched a new Tesla model, and because of pandemic happened and the price of oil and other stuff went high, the Tesla stocks their all-time high. From the news 2024, Tesla will launch its Cybertruck, which will grab attention to the company of Tesla and to Elon Musk. And also, I think it will be this month in November 2023, the second company of Elon Musk, SpaceX, will launch the space shuttle or a rocket that is sponsored by Dogecoin. It means every news will report about this launch, and Elon Musk again will grab a lot of attention. And when he grabs a lot of attention, he will also have a big impact from his Twitter that he will post on his profile. Next good news for Bitcoin is ETF assertion. Maybe it won't happen in 2023, I'm sure it will be happened in 2024, close to the halving or after halving, which will be in April 2024. A lot of huge funds applied to assertion of its ETF for Bitcoin. And we are speaking not about small companies, we are speaking about big funds that have a lot of money and then are able to provide the services to people that it would be easier for people to put their money in a cryptocurrency. It means after the SEC will accept Bitcoin ETF, people will invest their money. People will think that will invest their money in something real safe because it's ETF. And ETF is like a little bit safer than stocks. What they won't think about, this ETF is based on Bitcoin price, but they will invest their money and a lot of news will report about this event. The next point is inflation. In general, every asset is a bubble or a pyramid. The difference, how strong the bubble is. The price consists of two factors: buying power, how many people want to buy this stuff, and selling power, how many people are willing to sell the asset at this time. And that's all. Two factors: demand and supply. Also depending on supply, how many pieces of these assets are currently available on the market. And the second side is demand, how many people want to buy this asset at this moment. I think it sounds a little bit difficult. Let's break it down in a simple way. For example, the government is printing the money, increasing the supply. So we have more paper, more dollars, euro, whatever it might be. And each piece of this paper getting cheaper, losing the purchase power because they're increasing the whole amount of money. And with every inflation, people are thinking about switching their money to other assets, silver and also Bitcoin. Because this asset is very difficult to print. You cannot print silver, you cannot print gold, you cannot print Bitcoin, at least now. The next factor is popularity. For instance, every year, more and more people know about Bitcoin and want to invest in it. Because it comes new generation in the market, it's very easy for them to understand the new rule of money. For the old generation, they understand like money, it should be paper. Stock, it should be paper. Some document, it should be in form of paper. They're thinking materially, but new generation think digitally. We don't need any paper to buy some stuff. We pay for our grocery with our cards or with our cell phones. It's digitally. We don't need any paper for a document. All documents we have on PDF document or on our cell phones or like QR code, also digitally. And when people buy stuff using some brokers like Robinhood and other brokers, they don't need to have a paper. They just have some numbers of the stock on the display, and that's all. That's all what they need. So it means for new generation it's easier to invest in digital cryptocurrency. I've been in cryptocurrency since 2017, and in 2017 only few people were invested in cryptocurrency. People were thinking that for cryptocurrency you can buy some drugs or some guns, which is stupid, because to buy this stuff you can use not only Bitcoin, you can use also dollar and euro. But then in 2020 Corona happened and government started to print money. Elon Musk pumped Bitcoin, and not only normal people, also big funds start to invest in Bitcoin, like MicroStrategy, like Tesla and other big companies. They created a trend for it, increasing the popularity for normal people. And now it's time for ETF to increase their popularity. So after that, normal people will invest their money in cryptocurrency, and when it will happen, the price will go skyrocket. The next positive fact is the halving of Bitcoin. You might know, to get a Bitcoin you have to mine it, and every year the difficulty of mining also increases. It doubles. It means for a certain period of time you can mine 1 Bitcoin for 1 month, and after halving every 4 years. Also for this period of time, for 1 month, you can mine only half of Bitcoin, and in 4 years you will mine only 0 to 5 Bitcoins. It means the popularity of Bitcoin increase, the people who want to buy will be more, new people come to the market. But amount of new Bitcoin coming to the market is decreasing. It means supply tend to decrease, demand tend to increase. Currently they are available 93% of Bitcoin, and only 7% of them have been mined in the future. The big amount of Bitcoin is there. Next, it's a new goal. Like Robert Kiyosaki said, he don't invest in fake money. He says like dollar is a fake money. He want to invest in real money. And real money, it means gold, silver, Bitcoin and real estate. Why he says dollar is a fake money? Because for government it's easier to print that stuff. It's some kind of paper and then just to print it. But to create a Bitcoin you have to mine it. You have to spend some energy for it. To create a real estate you have to build some buildings. To mine gold and silver you also have to mine it. You have really to mine it under the earth. Okay, let's explore the opposite side and facts that can lead that Bitcoin will drop over time. First one, Bitcoin ETF will be distracted, and SEC will say that Bitcoin is like some kind of scam or other bad things. So after that news, the price will drop. Next fact, the Third World War. We have 5 places on our planet where it could start. We have Korea, Ukraine, Israel, Pakistan and China. And every one of these countries, at least the enemy, has a nuclear weapon. Next fact, Chinese government. As I said before, to create 1 Bitcoin you have to mine it. And to mine 1 Bitcoin you have to confirm the transaction. To confirm 1 transaction you have 51% of all mining capacity. The biggest mining capacity is in China. It means just theoretically, let's imagine that Chinese government want to take Bitcoin. They could be easily attack the miners, take their miners firms, confirming the next transaction, creating fake Bitcoins and selling them. In this case of scenario, in this worst case scenario, price will drop. I hope this won't happen. Who knows? Next factor is AI or supercomputer. You might have probably heard about quantum computer and supercomputer. And these computers have a big power to solve the security key phrase from a Bitcoin wallet. It's like somebody takes your wallet, stealing your money and then spend it. And the last bad news what could be happened is the Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin, will appear and he will determine to sell his 1 million Bitcoins. If this could happen, Satoshi Nakamoto will be a good guy, like some programmer who created a Bitcoin would be okay. But in case Satoshi Nakamoto, it would be bad organization that supports terrorism and other bad stuff. The price also will drop. Good facts and bad facts. Now I will share my personal opinion this situation about this what I mentioned before. I think from good news, the biggest impact of Bitcoin price in terms of increasing has ETF assumption, and Elon Musk will pump Bitcoin because he is the owner of Twitter. And the other things like inflation and halving has not so big impact price increasing, because inflation now we have maybe 5% of inflation or 6% of inflation. Of course, when it will happen, the hyperinflation, okay, then hyperinflation can have a big impact on Bitcoin price. And halving, maybe in the past, halving has a big impact on Bitcoin price, but nowadays, as I mentioned before, 93% of Bitcoins are already available, and we have to get only 7% of them. And 7% of Bitcoin will have not a big impact of Bitcoin price. From the bad news, like SEC will not accept ETF Bitcoin, or Chinese government will attack miners, SEC will accept ETF Bitcoin, because nowadays we have a lot of news about them, and a lot of companies want to invest in this asset. And that stuff like Satoshi Nakamoto will appear, and Chinese government will attack miners. At least nowadays for me it sounds unrealistic. But what sounds for me more realistic, Third World War and AI and supercomputer. That stuff could really drop the Bitcoin price the next years. Nowadays the Bitcoin price reached $34,000, and I have a strategy that I investing some money of my salary. I took $1,300 from my salary and I invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum, because for this price I don't like actually to buy it. I have, because the main point, not one strategy, I have a lot of strategies, and this is one of my strategy, because diversification is a key of investing. And the second thing, to build a habit of investment, that you invest every month certain amount of money that you have, that you earn from your job, and invest in the market. And what do I do if the price will go down? I will also buy Bitcoin for some money I put to the side, to this worst case scenario, and then I will wait until Bitcoin will increase in the next couple of years. As I mentioned, nobody knows what will happen, but I believe in it. And the last but not least, what I would do if I were in your shoes. If I were in your shoes, and if I would to invest money in cryptocurrency, I would also invest some money in Bitcoin and some money in altcoins, buying it maybe once a week, to creating an average price that you don't buy very high and you don't buy very low. Yes, you can buy very low, it would be nice, but the main thing, you have to create an average price, and after creating the average price, put your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in the safe place and wait until you can earn. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next video.